it's not often that I get to introduce somebody that wows me. When I first met her, she came to me with these ideas, and I hear these ideas all the time, and I'm thinking, you go, girl, like, we'll see what happens. And, one of the things that she was doing specifically that we were talking about was organizing this run. And, I don't know if I don't run unless I'm running away from something. But, she's talking about, we could do this, we're going to run on the levee, and then we're going to raise all this money, we're going to have a dunk tank, and I'm just thinking, wow, okay, well, we'll see what happens. And, I've been watching her kind of progress on her business for a number of years. And, if there's one word that I can use to describe this woman, it's tenacity. She just doesn't know the word failure. She has taken a business from an idea to rocking and rolling. She's been recognized nationally as Women Entrepreneur of the Year. And just to kind of wrap it back up, that 5K run was one of my charity's largest fundraising efforts we've had to date. And just to let you know, she's already planning the next one. So I give you Jaimi Ellison.
Thank you. So my name is Jaimi, and you've all been sitting for a little while. So I will just depress you for just 1 second here before we get started. So sitting has been known, someone told me today, and I looked it up on the internet, of course, sitting is the new smoking. Yeah, let's marinate in that as we sit. So 50%, I read today that 50%, you have a 50% increased chance of dying of heart disease from sitting. Are you depressed yet? Okay, so stand up. Let's all stand up. All right, go ahead and have a seat when you're ready. Thank you. So hopefully we elevated the energy in the room and you feel a little bit better. You feel the blood flowing. It's amazing the amount of blood flow, increased circulation, maybe increased productivity that can happen from just taking a few moments and breaking every couple hours if you're sitting at a desk. So imagine, we did that in, I don't know, a minute and a half. Imagine what you could do if you took that time every day, or even multiple times an hour, or heck, you even spent an hour exercising. And we didn't even really exercise, we just moved a little bit. And like I said, the studies show, and what I've read in research journals, and I'm a personal trainer, so in different articles on the web, that your life expectancy will actually go up. You will decrease your cholesterol and your stress, and have a flatter belly maybe. So let's bring it back around. So at Santa Cruz Core, we're committed to helping our clients and our community here in Santa Cruz achieve their optimal health. So we do preventative health care, such as chiropractic, personal training, acupuncture, nutrition, massage, and semi-private training, and we also offer yoga classes. We started 5 years ago in 2009, and well, 4.5 years ago, and now we're reaching 5 years in June. We want people to live the life they deserve. And a lot of times we'll have clients come in and they'll think, oh, well, I'm 30 now, so it makes sense that I can't run. Or I'm 42 and it's just, my back hurts and that's just part of aging. I'm okay with it, so I used to surf, but now I can't. And so there's this myth or this idea that pain is normal as we age. So our job is to dispel that myth and give people a paradigm shift. And this is how we do it. So I'll give you a couple examples. We had this client, John. He's awesome. And he came in and he was one of these clients thinking, oh, I can't run anymore. I've got knee pain and I've got low back pain. And 1 in 3 people have back pain, which is amazing. And so what we did was we did a few corrective exercises, some myofascial release, which is massage essentially, some stretches, some dynamic flexibility and movement. And even within just a few sessions, we made a tremendous change in his life. He went from tunnel vision, really thinking that he could only do limited activity, to just understanding that the possibilities were endless with his body, and that he wasn't, subject to what he thought he was subject to. And he brought his girlfriend in and he said, hey, you need to experience this. And now they both come in, and it's awesome to see not only their bodies change, but their attitudes and their personalities, because they're happy. Another client, his name's Jim, and he's been to 4 different chiropractors, doctors, and he's had back pain, and his back pain is mostly when he stands. And so what we were able to do was figure out what muscles were causing the problem, what muscles were too tight or what muscles were too weak, and through a series of corrective exercises, we're able to eliminate his pain so he could stand on his feet when he needed to. So what we do is something called functional integrative training, where we look at the function and dysfunction in the body, and we create an exercise protocol, and we communicate as a team of practitioners to get that person to their optimal health. So I have a few clients here, so thank you all for coming. And I did want to bring one up. I think she's in the audience. Deb, come on up. Give her a hand. All right, how are you?
Great.
A little nervous, maybe. So you've been to CORE, and through your persistence and your perseverance, I know that you might have done some things to change your life. So why did you start coming, and what were the results of your visits with us?
Well, I originally came because I tried other exercise programs and consistently was injuring and re-injuring a knee and suffering from some shoulder pain. And I was a little depressed, I think, when I got there. But this energetic woman was like, I know I can do that. I can help you. And I'm like, okay, let's try. My son was getting married in 5 months, and I didn't want to be an embarrassment to him in his photos. So we started a program. There was a lot of commitment on both ends. I think you said it, that she's tenacious. I would get texts every morning like, what'd you eat last night? I need to see your food diary. But truly that was what I needed. I needed the accountability, and I needed the motivation that I could do it. I couldn't stand on one leg for more than about 10 seconds when I got there. But that wedding came and went a year and a half ago. I did look decent in those photos. I lost about almost 40 pounds in those first 4 months. But needless to say, I didn't stop there. I'm continued on. I'm almost 2 years into working with Jaimi, and have gained a lot of strength, flexibility, a lot of release from stress. I have an extremely stressful job, and it was important to me to be able to continue that while I do a large project at work. I knew that dropping exercise would be a great downfall to the success of that, and just really increase my stress. So I just find that it's very helpful to work out with you. I work out with other trainers there too. Bo's out there. He's awesome. And I don't know, I just can't see not doing it anymore. I somehow figured out how to stop coming up with every excuse in the book to not exercise, to actually looking forward. It's like, we need to plan our next appointments. So thank you.
Thank you. It's funny because my story is not much different. I got hit by a car when I was 19. I think I was 19. So it's been 12 years. I can do math. And 5 surgeries later, in and out of the hospital multiple times. I was in pretty bad shape, and I was in some serious pain. And I got medication, which has since been recalled by the USDA for strokes. So I was going down this path that I'm describing, and I didn't like it. I was 19, and I thought, this cannot be the end. I don't want to live in back pain. So I went all over the Bay Area. I went up to San Francisco, down to Monterey. I went everywhere I could to find people who could help me. People who didn't want to just inject me with something or give me a pill. So I realized that driving wasn't the best thing for me either. And I was motivated, tenacious. I wasn't willing to give up. And I saw that from the practitioners that I had seen, that there was hope, because I started to feel better. And I realized that it took a village. It wasn't just one person. And I don't know everything. I don't have a doctorate, but I know how to network, and I know how to get people in a community. And that's what I did. So we have now, 4.5 years later, 6 employees, and 20 contractors who do the chiropractic, the massage, the acupuncture, and the training, the yoga. And I love what I do. It gives me chills, it makes me smile, it gives me purpose. And it's still not enough. And I'm just one person, so I really had to solicit all the people that I knew, the experts that I knew in the industry in this town. And we continue. We may not be the only practitioners, but we strive to be the best. And how do we do that? We create in-services on a bi-monthly basis for our staff, and we reach outside of our little community into the greater community of Santa Cruz and across the country to find people who can help educate us and teach us what we don't know so that we can bring it to Santa Cruz. So not only did I expand into a community of Santa Cruz core, but in the last year, like Danny said, is that we were able to give back to the community in a way I didn't think I could. And it just made me even that much more stoked, which is a word we hear in Santa Cruz a lot. So we did a race in 3 months, and we had 267, I think, runners. And we thought, okay, well, that's what we can do in 3 months. What can we do in 9 months? So, of course, we've already started planning. The race is June 22nd of 2014. We're going to do a 1, 5, and a 10K event. And we're so fortunate to be able to partner again with Grind Out Hunger. And that's still not enough. So what we decided was we were going to create our own foundation. And it's called the Santa Cruz Core Foundation. So what are we going to do with this? Well, we're creating this nonprofit to be able to help everyone, because it should not be limited to your economic status, whether you receive treatment or not for things that might be debilitating to you. So how can you get involved? I thought you'd ask. So you can refer somebody. You can partner with us, and you can help sponsor these events that we're going to put on. You can volunteer at the events. You can come in and receive one of our consultations or our assessments so you can see what it is that we do and how we can really change people's lives. And let's see. Yeah, I think that it really boils down to, regardless of people's income or their access. I mean, Santa Cruz, like you said earlier, it's such an amazing place, and I'm a product of my environment a little bit as well, growing up in Santa Cruz and going back east for school, and then coming home and realizing that there's no other place like this. I almost think you need to go away to be able to really appreciate where you're at. And, you know, push yourself. And so that's what I'm doing now, is I'm really pushing the limits and taking it to the next level as far as being able to create awesome partnerships within the community, to be able to have others experience the positive fortune that I have in my body. So, you know, we're going to have coupons at the back, and please come up and ask how you can get involved with our nonprofit and Grind Out Hunger. Thanks.
Thank you, Jaimi, very much.